I'm a business administrative assistant.
I'm retired.
I just work security.
I do all the planning for a corrugated company.
Technician.
I'm a plumber.
Everything in the front office.
I'm a driver.
I am a claims administrator for the cooperators.
I chose it because it's 24/7. It's convenient. You know how much you're borrowing, and you know how much you're paying back the following 2 weeks.
It helps me sometimes when I can't pay a bill, it helps me pay the bill.
When I get my pay, I pay my bills, so everything will be on time.
I went to the banks and they gave me a hard time, and a friend introduced me to pay their loan, and it turned out very fine for me.
It's the convenience of like easy access to funds without actually hassling family members.
I want to send some money to my son. He's not working, so I have to help him out monthly because he has post-traumatic stress disorder.
When life throws you a curveball, car repairs, anything out of the ordinary.
The car payment came on Tuesday, but I get paid on Friday.
Car repairs.
Cell phones and things like that. I have 4 children, so 2 have their own phones. So yeah, just keeping ahead.
When things happen, you don't have enough money and you need something, and the bank won't give it to you. So
Ever so often, whenever it's needed.
I would say once a month.
Once in a while, to my leisure and convenience. But I mean, whenever I need the money, it was there.
Banks seem to be very cold, and they're very all about numbers and everything like that. The payday loan, I kind of like because I just know it's within my next paycheck, and I'm in, I pay it off, and then I'm good. And if I don't need to re-borrow, I don't have to come back, or when I do have to come back, I'm already on good standing. It's not like I have a minimum payment every month now to work into my budget.
Because basically it's fast, easy.
they are not available every time. I might come here at night, daytime, every time when I need the money, And
I tell people a lot, oh, you don't do that, Michael. Why you do that? I say, because I have a responsibility.
Be in a position first. It's not for everybody. I understand that, and I do. I mean, they're very upfront as to the differences between taking a month, a bank loan. But for those short-term kind of, I just really need some money right now. You can't walk into a bank and say, I just need to borrow $200, right? And so sometimes when you find yourself in that position, it's at least a choice to have. I don't know. I mean, I guess, like some people will always say, you can ask family and ask friends, but at a certain point, some of us, you have pride and, and you're lucky if you have family too who has extra money. But in today's economy, everybody's counting pennies. So, it's really difficult. I come from a family where my parents are seniors and on a very fixed income. So, like, for instance, my car broke down and I had to fix it, right? Well, on a limited budget, I can't just pull out, $500 to fix my car, and I can't ask my senior parents.
I thought about it, and that's probably going to be more dangerous and more risky.
Yeah, I would.
I would actually considered it, but I mean, if it's like more privacy and more like like I can handle the same business here, I would.
for me personally, online is not very secure.
I come face to face to meet the person I'm speaking to and give them not personal information, but information that they need so I can carry on with my loan that I borrow.
Nonsense. You have to know how to manage your money, because if you don't know how to manage it, why will you come and get a payday loan?
But when you're retired, you're not getting enough and you have to just live paycheck to paycheck. It's very hard.
I would say I do, but like when life throws you a curveball sometimes with car repairs, there's nothing you can do, and see the unfortunate incidents.
That's not necessary. Sometimes, you come up with emergencies. Like I said, I had to put out some money before I got the last one. I put out like $1,000, so I needed that. Just last me for a week, and then I don't need one right now.
I know how to manage my money, but sometimes, like unexpected repairs, you don't know. You just don't know when they're going to come up, and if you're tight for money, you have to go somewhere.
My record is good. And I borrow the money which I can pay back, yes. That is the key, I think.
I think I've done well with 25 years of marriage, looking after the finances.
Yeah, I think I manage my finances well. I always pay back my loans, so I'm paying back my finances.
I budget. I know how to finance my business, and my wife also. So once in a while, she'll say, let's borrow this, and we know we have to pay back to help with the situation.
Well, you're lucky if you have extra to handle your money. I mean, situations change. People's life events happen, right? And, you know, and it's easy when you're on the positive side of your life to say things like that. But sometimes when you have that hard moment, you have to have at least some options.
The most I've ever borrowed was 300. I'm approved for more, but I just borrow what I need.
I probably borrowed just less than half.
It just depends on the situation.
I am approved to borrow like 1,200, but I never did that.
I usually borrow about maybe just half of it. I never try and take the full amount, again, because I know that I have to pay that back, and I know what my paychecks are. They're consistent, right? So I'm not gonna borrow all of it, because then that's kind of where you may get into the trouble of having to make it long-term and constantly borrowing against the next pay to pay your loan. So I have actually been trying to be very careful about that, and I never take the full amount, so that, you know, even though I pay my payday loan back, I still have money that's mine for myself.
I know how much exactly to borrow, how much I can afford, and how much I have to pay back.
I always calculate it before I take the loan out. Make sure all my payments are made, everything, and if I'm a little bit short, that's why I come here, and then that's it.
Just because I do a payday loan doesn't mean I'm frivolous with my money.